We're speaking FA Cup, relegation battle, and a massive story which is coming out now and has been kind of in the wings and been tweeted about today. Is this Jesse Lingard situation with Rangnick. And I just want to read a tweet out that's come out. This was Jesse Lingard earlier on today saying, "The club advised me to have time off due to personal reasons, but my headspace is clear and I'll always be professional when called upon and give 100%. Now, it's Rangnick basically saying about the deadline day move for him not happening and him wanting some time off. Now, what do you make of that? Because I think that's quite a big message. It's
a contradiction. What Rangnick has said. He was asked directly about the Jesse Lingard situation and he answered it, and you take it, the way that he answered it, you take it as the truth. Well, someone somewhere, it's lost in translation, or there's a little bit of miscommunication. But what Lingard has said and what Rangnick has said are two totally different things. Yeah, they're leaning towards the same argument, but one is saying he's asked for time off. The other said that he was advised to take time off.
Do you think maybe that Jesse Lingard's contract's obviously running out? Yeah. He obviously was potentially going to move away.
Yeah. He wanted to go, doesn't he?
Yeah, he wanted to. We understand that. Business is business. Let's get that straight.
Totally agree.
You do not leave yourself short. He's a Manchester United player. You can't leave yourself short. They're going to need him because of situations that have happened at Manchester United. So you have to keep him. That's just how it is. He has a contract and he has to accept that. And, his move will happen in the summer probably. But what he has done, because he hasn't got a long-term contract, because he knows he's probably going in the summer, he's not holding back, and he's tweeting the truth.
Totally agree. And he owns it right now. He feels wronged by Manchester United. That's what I'm looking at. But I have to say, Jesse Lingard, throughout all of these troubles over the last 18 months, 2 years, he has been sidelined for various different reasons, and people can say that he's maybe not good enough to start. Well, look at United's seasons over the last 2 years. They've not been good enough. What he done at West Ham showed there's a player in there. How good he is consistently. It's difficult at United because he's always going to have Rashford in front of him. Ronaldo's turned up. Yeah, there's other players in front of him directly. I don't think that he's done anything wrong that deserves to be not given a chance.
No.
And the weekend that we're coming up to in the FA Cup tomorrow night, live on talkSPORT, it feels like one of those opportunities.
Well, you play him.
Okay, so who's telling the truth?
Jesse Lingard.
Right. Okay, so somewhere...
Well, look,
somewhat. Go on.
Let's hear from Manchester United manager Ralf Rangnick explaining why Lingard is still at the club.
Well, 3 weeks ago, Jesse didn't want to leave. Then he changed his mind. I had a chat with him some 10 days ago, and I could fully understand why and that he wanted to leave to get game time for his future, also for the World Cup. And I said to him at the time, in case he finds a club where he would like to play for, and also the club finds a solution with our club, I would let him go and allow him to leave. But obviously, with all the development we had in the last couple of days, things changed a little bit. On the other hand, we also had no agreement with any other club. So at one stage, we had to take a final decision together with the board. And we decided to rather keep Jesse until the end of the season.
That's Ralf Rangnick speaking about this situation. Now, look, I totally get the situation of why they've kept him. I understand it. And Jesse Lingard, I think, would understand it. What my argument is them saying that he should take a break and him saying, I don't want a break. That's where it's not right. Because for me, as a football player, you want to play. If your move hasn't happened or something's gone on where it just doesn't get over the line, okay, I'm a professional. I'm going to go back to my football club. You are playing for Manchester United. I'm going to go there and say to the manager, I'm here till the end of the season. I'll give you everything I've got until the end of the season, and then we'll go our separate ways. I don't want to be told, have the weekend off. You've kept me because you said you need me.
Right, okay, so there's something that Rangnick said at the very top of that piece of audio there. He said that he'd changed his mind. Jesse had changed his mind. I don't know what that means. It doesn't clarify that. Kind of gives it's very vague. Trying to read between the lines. It's hard to work out what he means. Basically, at the end of it, he has said that Lingard, his head is not right, and he wants to have time off. He's asked for time off. Well, Lingard's tweet absolutely contradicts that. Totally different. The club have advised me to have time off. So one is saying one thing, one is saying the other. I feel for Lingard, but what you said earlier, Jay, is absolutely right. Lingard is owned right now by Manchester United. Either they let him go for a fee that and he said there himself, Rangnick, the clubs couldn't sort out anything that they satisfied with. That's fine. So with Newcastle or West Ham or any other side, if there is no fee that keeps Manchester United happy, he has to stick to his contract. With what's happened with Nathan Greenwood, he now becomes an option. Now, whether it's going to be used between now and the end of the season, only time will tell. But what's really interesting is that one side of the argument, the manager, is saying he's asked for time off, and the player absolutely contradicts that, completely refutes anything like that, but says the club have advised me to have time off. The club is a shambles. This is shambolic. This would never happen under Sir Alex. Wow. One player saying one thing, Sir Alex coming out and saying another. The club is a laughing stock. It is. This is. Any Man United fan listening now must be hearing that audio thinking, what is going on at my football club? Apparently Cavani asked for the weekend off. The FA Cup games are different, I get it. But when you get a manager saying one thing and a player saying the other, within hours of each other, well, you've got yourself a massive problem. And that's why Man United right now are in the mess they are.
Okay, that's strong words from Jason Cundy there. 03717 223344. Let's go to Brad, who's a Middlesbrough fan. Brad, good evening.
Evening, lads.
How are you?
All right, Brad.
Good, mate. I'm good. Right, lad.
I mean, look, you've got a massive game tomorrow against Manchester United. You're going into this game with confidence. Do you fancy yourselves?
Oh, Jamie, I rang a couple of weeks ago. Jason, you were on, and I said at the time, I used the exact words. I said United are a shambles. And Jason, you said 30 seconds ago, they're a shambles. They're an absolute state. So we go there, no problems whatsoever in the base of our club. And you go to United and got everything with Greenwood that's going on, the Lingard situation and everything like that. We get one goal. We get the first goal. 70,000 plus heads drop at Old Trafford. They get on the team's back. The team will drop. The players' heads will drop. They won't know what's hit him. That's why we have to go there tomorrow, attack them, go for it. We have nothing to lose. I think we've got a real good chance.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I think you do, Brad. Just if you had a player like Jesse Lingard, who would be a star player in your side, and the manager comes out and says, I think his head's not right, want him to have, and then the player comes out and says, no, my head's fine. I mean, how would you feel about that whole situation? Would you lose respect for the manager?
Yeah, maybe not lose respect, but I'd question what you're saying this for. You're a manager. You're not just the manager of the team. You're a manager of the whole club. You represent the club, and you portray a lot of the team and the players. Like, you don't just in interviews, you don't just come across as yourself. You come across as the full 23, 27 players as well. And to have one player come out and totally contradict you, I don't think it's ridiculous. And I do feel sorry for Lingard. He wants to play football. He's a good footballer.
He is. Top footballer.
And I think it's wrong that they've came out and said this and not given him a chance to play his football.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Brad, thanks for your call.